I make stringed instruments, and I play them, and do some performing, and I record with Canyon Records. I'm also the director of Roberto-Venn School of Luthiery. We teach people how to make guitars, acoustic and electric guitars. It was founded back in 1975 with myself and John Roberts, my teacher, and Bob Venn, my teacher. Today, I wanted to talk about this instrument, a double neck harp guitar, and some of the features, starting with the reason I built this. I went to the NAMM show and visited Neil Skin and found out about this amazing device. It's an Axcent tuning system, and this device is incredible. It has servo motors underneath a plate system here. You lock off the nut up here, and over these roller bridges, the servo motors are connected with threaded rods. The tension is offset with a spring, and when I touch a button, all of a sudden these strings will get moved. They'll get tightened and loosened. So here I am in a standard tuning, and I push a button. Automatically go to an open tuning. This is a DAD-GAD. 300 tunings in the library. I have 96 tunings in my artist category. I can just punch in here, which connects to a computer, and I'm able to change things around. Here's the computer. It's 3 circuit boards, integrated circuit boards that make up the brains of this system, and this computer memorizes positions for these step motors to move. The step motors are calibrated so they remember every particular note and pitch, and so when I touch these tuning buttons, the servo motors underneath this plate here move and tighten and loosen the strings. I've had this instrument up and running now for over 7 years, I think, and no issues. It's really foolproof and heavy duty, which is incredible when you think about all the working parts and what went into this. Neil Skin is a genius. It's a fantastic device and a lot of fun to play. If I want to transpose from one key up a whole step, I can start, for example, with a D chord in a standard tuning, press a button, go to a D tuning, detuned, play a riff, bank shows up on a readout, so that in a bank of 6 tunings, you might have 6 different choices that are all different chord progressions, different transpositions. That's just up to the player that has one of these devices. I might be in E tuning, and I'm still in the key of E. And have all those variations. So how does this computer memorize positions that may change when the instrument changes? Humidity, temperature. It has a fine-tuned system that's really awesome. Listen to this open chord. And you can hear there's some sharps and flats. I press the fine-tune and it tells me to mute the strings. Strum, this is all on readout. Now these cassette heads are reading the frequency and they will correct the information in the computer so that now that open tuning is in tune. I can go to the next one, the progression. Fine tune that. This is something that I do before every concert. I may go through a dozen tunings that I'm going to use and just go through and clean up and make sure each tuning is intonated properly. And you can see on the readout, it tells you when each string has been reassigned on the computer to access the correct tuning. Actually, sometimes in performance, I might be playing something on this neck and remember that this one needs to have a fine-tune adjustment. I can even do that on the fly. So this tuning, the E string goes all the way down to a B. So another way to set up the banks and push buttons here is just by half steps or whole steps with progressions. Starting with, for example, in this bank of 6, I go from B to a C to a D to an E. And back to an A minor. So that gives, in that particular bank, a whole set of tunings to use, either transposing, to compose that way, improvise, go from one tuning to another. Okay, so here's another feature I use. This foot pedal here allows me to pre-program different tunings that I want to use, and I continue playing, change the chord without having to press buttons here. If I'm doing a riff on this neck, using this as a shorter scale, almost like additional harp strings. So yeah, there's, in just a few demos, there's lots of things you can do with this tuning system. You have a readout here, which I've mounted on the side. Makes it easy and accessible to be able to see that there's 6 different banks in each tuning. There's also other functions like editing, paste. I can cut and paste tuning from the library that I want to use into the artist library. There's a tuner built into here. Some amazing artists use this, and it just opens up so much room for creativity to compose with and use in live settings, in improvised settings. It's a unique and amazing device.